So I'm the underdog over here, the last one, hopefully not the least one, because we have unlimited human beings actually. So we are you, so all of you are in our company, so we are going to do great because we have all of the experts lined up. So the problem we are working on is basically luxury travel actually. So this is very, very niche and very, very basically like few players, but they are all the players that like the industry needs to keep alive actually, because these are the top 1% of the people who want to travel regularly, and they have the executive platinums and whatnot. And in hotel industry, they have the ambassadors and all the top players actually. So how do you basically give them a digital service, right? So the digital service has to be really good. So that's what we thought. Okay, like we thought about many things. So one of the requirements is that having been a traveler with all those elite levels, I know I don't want to text people around because I'm paying a lot. I'd rather text my assistant right now rather than have somebody text her actually. Or it's my mom who's traveling just using my miles, so she doesn't know anybody over there. She needs help over there to travel actually, all the way from here to India actually, which is like a very long journey, if you know. So they don't want bots, they need real people, and they don't want a random agent like somewhere talking to them. They really like a person, they talk to the same person who knows them and everything. The old school style of like I have an agent that's provided to me by say JetBlue or United or American, so that's what we are targeting. So it's very, very expensive for the airlines and anybody to do it. So how do we minimize it and provide it? And will the airlines really like it, or will the hotels really like it? And how do you make money out of it? And how do you show that the investors will also make money? That's a question we are trying to answer. So to answer this question, like me, I worked with Samsung, so I built like a lot of AI-based programs over there. So I worked with Stanford Digital driving car and everything. And for Google, basically another guy who long time back they were saying that Google is not going to do mobile because they don't know how to do ads. So that was one of the engineers who worked with us. So we got talents, and I also from Cisco working with IoT and everything. So this is the first time any human being has got our pitch. And since the time is over, I just stopped over there. I'm guessing you're also interested, apart from the dinner, and you will talk to me. Thank you very much for your time.
So have you heard of Lola?
Yes.
How are you different from Lola? Because it sounds very similar.
Very good question. So because Lola or kayak and everything. So with Lola, the thing is that they are helping in the booking part actually, right? So and they have their own assistants that basically provide everything.
That's right.
Right? So in our case, the agents are actually people who work for the airline or people who work for that specific hotel, number one. Number two, basically is that we work with pipeline, so that like we basically sense like in Lola you have to go and press a button. In our case there's no button, no interface. I mean like he won't allow me to go to the next slide, but if he would allow me, and if you would basically be graceful and click the next slide and you did, so this is the only interface we have. And we don't, I mean like it took a lot of basically like I also worked with Stanford School of Design. I was invited for how do you mix AI and user experience for the next generations. So we have basically put in a lot of effort to come up with this thing. It's all about human experiences. So how do you basically like have an app that doesn't have really anything actually? So if at all you see a screen, this is what the executive traveler basically has to see. We prefer him not even see this one. So that is our thing. In Lola, you have to go there, press something, you have to get a real person. I'm hoping they will be paying at least $40 per hour or something. And it's a different third party. So if you are JetBlue and you have your own royal people, like you have a specific number to call for those people, so would you be happy them servicing them actually, or if some Lola servicing them? So that's the question we ask the agents. If the airline basically says I'm happy Lola providing the service, fine actually, and so that'll be a different airline.
All right. So your supplier,
Yes.
JetBlue, maybe has a special number for their top most frequent flyers.
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah.
What are you adding to this?
Yeah, so the digital experience is not about like what our grandfathers had, which is the phone. So right now we have a smartphone actually. So it has to be used in different way. Like I used to work in supercomputers before. So right now we all have a supercomputer in our hand actually. So if we just still have it as a telegram like thing where I'm going to basically like use the phone, hello, I'm here, what do you want actually, like, and then like the airline says, we are going to identify you just by your phone number. That is like so 60s and 80s actually.
Yeah, sure.
They could have done this in the 60s and 80s. I mean, trust me, they have the technology actually, right? It's just that customer service agents didn't have it. So what is the extra thing that you can do is the question that we are asking. So now that basically the luxury traveler is just walking along, how do you basically find out and predictively give service to them?
So what's it, you asked a lot of questions, but what's the answer?
So the answer is what basically we are saying is that talk to us and we will tell you. Because I have 1 minute and he's not going to give me more than 1 minute actually. So, okay, so the answer is that we have like, if you're a business, we basically have 32 touch points basically we define, and we allow each business basically at a local site to override with something smaller actually. Say I'm checking in at San Francisco. This is a common way. There's not much actually. I'm checking in at a hotel. These are all common pipelines.
So,
actually.
would you describe it as technology-enabled white glove service?
I think you're helping me a lot here. You know that.
That's what I do.
Yes. So yes. So we so it's not a Uber or anything for X. Actually, it's basically like if you really want a Uber-like thing, we can add a local agent to this network. But we rather not. We want the real people, the network to grow. And you feel like you're connected to like a local few people that you can talk to and cherish the JetBlue experience or any experience. That's all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks a lot.